What's going on, guys? So I didn't really expect to make this video here when I got to Krakow, Poland, but seriously, I just heard a story that reminded me of why these, like, what I do and what a lot of other guys are doing around the world are so important. Don't go to strip clubs in Central and Eastern Europe. Just don't do it. And I'm not being a prudish guy. Anybody who's followed me long enough knows I love strip clubs. I love nightlife. I love go-go bars. I love these things. I have an absolute blast. But the reason that you don't go in Central and Eastern Europe is because they are shady as fuck. And the probability of you getting drugged, getting beat up, getting robbed is extremely high, significantly higher than the actual fun you're going to have. So basically, last night, and mind you, I haven't been here. It is... what is it right now? It's September 10th is today. No, September 12th. I'm way off. Today is September 12th, 2021. Last time I was here was 2019, around the same time, 2019. And before that, I actually lived in Krakow in 2014. I lived in Krakow, I lived in Budapest, I lived in Bucharest, all here in Europe, obviously, Central and Eastern Europe. And the number of times that I've heard the stories of guys going to these strip clubs and go-go bars and getting drugged, it's easily the number one negative experience in Central and Eastern Europe I've heard by far. And it's not even close. Basically, this guy went out, and we're all staying in a hostel. We're all staying in the same hostel. He went out taking shots, got drunk on a pub crawl, and he woke up outside of a strip club. Mind you, he went out at like 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, was taking shots with a group, and then hours go by and he wakes up outside of a strip club. This is such a common story. I heard a similar story in 2019 from my roommate. He woke up and he was like, what the fuck time did I get back here? And I actually was awake when he came back. I remember for some reason I was up working and he came back in at like 3 o'clock in the morning and just passed out on his bed fully clothed. And when he woke up, he had no memory of what happened the night before. And then he looked and saw that he had lost, it was something like $2,800, Canadian dollars or something like that. Because he was Canadian, obviously. So he lost $2,800. And then he looked and saw that it was at a strip club. So I had to coach him through how to get his money back. Because luckily the strip club didn't list itself as a gentleman's club. As far as the credit card goes, it was listed as some kind of a restaurant. And basically he reported that his car had got stolen the night before, and they gave him all his money back because it wasn't. But if it shows up as a gentleman's club, you're almost SOL. So basically, let me tell you the long way around. This is what happens. This is true of Bucharest. This is true of Budapest. This is true of Krakow. This is true of Prague. I've seen it. I've been to strip clubs at every one of these cities. So what they do is they'll usually have some pretty girls out at the main square. Like in Krakow, it will be like the Old Town Square, or on Kazarmesh, the main square they have there, which is full of bars and restaurants. And they'll see a group of guys or a young guy, maybe if it's a group of 3 or 4 guys, or they'll see one guy by himself. They'll approach him and say, hey, I know where the best bar is in the city. They have drink specials right now. It's, buy 1, get 2, something like that. And they do not tend to tell you it's a strip club. Sometimes if it's a guy, he'll be like, oh, there's pretty girls there. It's always beautiful girls. And you show up and it's a strip club or a go-go bar. And when you go in, they'll give you a free drink, but the free drink is a likely spike. And mind you, I'm not exaggerating when I say the word likely. I'm confidently saying likely, especially if you're by yourself. If you're alone, the probability of something like this happening to you is significantly higher because the consequences are significantly less for them. If it's a group of 4 or 5 guys, then it's a bigger issue, right? As opposed to 1 or 2 bouncers versus 1 little guy, as opposed to 1 or 2 bouncers versus 4 or 5 guys, right? So they'll approach you, then they'll take you to this club. You'll get, and let's go back and say possibly drugged, right? You'll possibly get drugged. After you're drugged, the girls will approach you. How you doing? Where you from? Where your name? And mind you, Central And Eastern European women are disarmingly beautiful, absolutely stunning women. And when they come to you, they'll say, hey, can you buy me a drink? Most guys aren't going to be like, what are you drinking? Or how much does it cost? Most guys are going to be like, yeah, sure, I can buy you a drink. Because in our heads, we're thinking US prices. We're thinking Asia prices. We're thinking a bar in Europe prices, where the worst case scenario is going to be 10 euro, 20 euro tops on the high end if you're in like London. These girls are drinking Cristal and Dom Perignon or whatever the most expensive thing you could possibly find. And you'll look up and your free shot has turned into a 400 or 500 euro bill because this girl just popped a bottle on your tab. It's so common, guy. Like, I cannot tell you how. And I know some of you guys are sitting here thinking I'm exaggerating. I know some of you guys, oh, it's not going to happen to me. God, I'm telling you, it happens so often here. It happens so much that people don't even, when they hear the story, they don't even blink an eye anymore because it's almost common practice. It's just as common as being overcharged for something in, say, Thailand. You know, oh, they charged me double for a tuk-tuk ride in Thailand. Oh no, they fucked me over for 1,000 euro at a strip club where I bought one drink for myself. And guys, the reason I'm making this video is because I think so many guys don't understand, and girls, I know a lot of girls love going to strip clubs. Most people do not understand how these clubs run. They're not like in the US. The US has a strip club culture. We have the best strip club culture in the world, by far. Asia tends to have a brothel culture. So if you go to a strip club in, say, Thailand or the Philippines, it's likely a whorehouse where any of the dancers are willing to go home with you. The US is not like that. The US is exactly what a strip club culture is. The women there are dancers. They work for tips or to get a salary from the club. They highly likely are not going home with you. They're not going to have sex with you, but they're there as performers. That's what American strip culture is. You see husband and wives going. You see businessmen going there for lunch. It's just part of our culture. Europe does not have that really. You get it in Western Europe. You'll get it in Germany. You'll get it in the UK, London, Ireland. I've only been in one in Dublin. But the further Central Europe, the further east you go, the more it's designed to rip you off, period. And then when you go to Asia, it's, like I said, it's that brothel culture. Central and Eastern Europe, the strip club scene and culture is corrupt, it's dangerous, and it is absolutely not worth the risk. Do not go. Do not tell your friends to go. Do not think you are exempt for getting screwed over. I'm only telling you guys this because I've seen this in person time and time again. I've gone to these clubs in every city that I've said, and I'm telling you, it is easily one, and I don't like to use the word, it's the dumbest thing you can do here. So, as usual, lead the world better than you found it. I'll see you guys later. Hey, and a quick add-on to that, if anybody wants any additional information, feel free to put a comment below and ask that specific question because I am going out of my way to stop this because it's so ridiculously dangerous. It really is one of the most dangerous things that's happening here. People are getting drugged and robbed on a regular basis, and the police are doing nothing. You cannot count on the police or politicians in this region to do a thing to protect you. So if you have any questions, any concerns, if you have any stories of this, please leave those comments below in situations that you had in places like this.